anything, I'm going to die.
I thought I was the only one hearing my name being called.
And they didn't believe me because they said it's not real because demons are fake. You've never seen that before.
I'm gonna tell you he's not your friend.
I don't want him to know that I'm telling y'all about him.
Just the person, a guy.
Yeah,
but
just
I
saw it.
don't know who.
I just saw something like that.
Welcome to the night where the paranormal unite. A party like never before under the moon's airy light. The vibe is dark, the air is cold, spirits taking flight. Get haunted and ghost of magazine leading the fright. Ghosts and ghouls dancing hand in hand. Lost souls roaming the haunted land. On the battleship New Jersey we gather with glee. Horror and paranormal, a sight to see.
That's the way it was.
Wow.
And it was like that the entire time. The entire time we were paddling out, and this thing, it didn't stop. It just kept going. It was pretty ticked off.
You think of the wildlife, so I don't know. I mean, it could be possible there's a boat that went out of its way, maybe rescue them. It could be very well be a low-key secret. That's the only way I can see them escaping that island. I mean, I just don't see it happening.
Way to go, Pax! Oh, we got our own show. Hey! Oh yeah. Hey, welcome to the Animal Show. We can do whatever we want.
Well, that's right, Jim. We're about to get down and crazy on the Animal Podcast.
We are not alone in this world. We are being watched. Join me on Animal Paranormal Live.
Hey, this is the ghost host Sophia Temporelli, and you are watching the Animal Podcast Show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Animal Podcast Show. I miss you guys. It's been, why does it feel like a week feels like forever, you know? Feels like it takes forever. I know. Feels like I miss you guys, and I haven't seen you guys in forever. How's everybody doing? Please subscribe and click my subscribe button on YouTube. Hey, Andrew, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Icy Spirit, how you doing, bruh? Hey, Supernatural Eye, I see you in there. Hey, Eric, what's up, brother? How's it going? Hey, Stacy. Thank you guys for joining me on my show. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We have a very amazing guest, Francesca Garcia. But we're going to show a video before we pop her on here. And, yeah, she has something amazing coming up here pretty soon. So let's share here real second. So if I can cue it up here. All right, check it out. Holy crap, that was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome.
Shy. Thank you.
That was really good stuff. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
I was gonna say, first, I love your intros. Like, those are cool.
Those are all filmed.
Whatever, those are cool.
But tell me, Eric, I just want to give you props, man. That's
Yes.
awesome. Love it. Love the editing.
Yes,
I'm all about editing. I love all that stuff in that nature. I do it myself, and it's I appreciate when other people are just creating masterpieces. It's really cool, dude. Man. Yes. Well, since we're talking about that video, before we go on with other questions of the Riddle House, let's talk about. Wait. Before I ask that, first I got to share this real quick. Hold on.
Sure.
Hold on. All right, that's a word from the animal, from our sponsors. So get that out there, people.
Very
important. I had to put that. Very important. Remember, flush. But anyways, so tell us a little bit about the video, what's it all about, and where it happened at.
Sure. So it was located at the Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables, which is pretty much Miami, Florida. It's a really well-known, I mean, I know all Biltmores are haunted, but it's a really well-known hotel. And we had the pleasure of investigating there. It's for my upcoming season of Supernatural Eyes, something I do on the side besides War Party and the Haunted Files and all that fun stuff. So it's just a little fun, project I do on the side. Kind of similar to a podcast, but showing like my clips and everything else. So I'm just so blessed to already be on season 3 and I'm able to do it and just kind of have fun with it. So that's where it's going to take place. The first episode will air on October 29th. That's a Tuesday at 9 p.m.
Awesome.
So check it out. I can tell you it's going to be a really good one. I'm going to try to spice it up here in the season.
Yeah.
Be a little different from the other 2 seasons if people follow through. And I can't wait. In other words, I don't want to give too much out, but yeah, check it out.
No, we don't want any secrets. No.
Yes, right. Thank you. But it's wild. I'd highly recommend it. If you do go to the Biltmore, just be respectful. They're against the paranormal. So we were very respectful. I know the other YouTubers have been there, investigated, well-known YouTubers, which I'm not going to name on here, but they have highly disrespected the place. And that's why they're super against the paranormal. And I know they want to keep their glitz and they don't want the reputation to be ruined. It just has so much history, but it doesn't keep the secret away. Everybody knows. So just if you go, please be respectful. Don't be going in the hallways like doors and things that are not necessary. So you'll see how I did it, and hopefully that will educate other paranormal investigators and not enthusiasts. I know there's a difference with paranormal enthusiasts out there in YouTube and
that's
a paranormal
very secretive.
and a paranormal investigator that actually does the research and the work. So you'll see the methods that we use and the approach to do this investigation, in other words. So check it out.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just, if you think about the history, and it's like, so it makes me, it goes crazy when people disrespect places like that, and it ruins the fun out of other places, because usually when stuff happens like that, stuff usually, the ghosts or spirits or whatever you call them end up not wanting to do it anymore,
Yeah.
which is sad. And then when the good people come in and they try to investigate, they get nothing, no evidence, no scientific, try to do use their gadgets or whatever you call it. And it's sad. And it's like, all I got to say is, respect the places of history and, have fun. That's what it's all about. Like when we, the next place I want to talk about is the Riddle House, actually it's called, what's the actual place called?
Yesteryear Village.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole place is just the feeling of just being in there. The energy was great.
How wild was it, right? With like all the different houses.
Wild.
Which one was your? Can I ask you a question about it? I know like this is about asking me questions, but which one was your favorite house? Like which one to you was like the most?
Oh
like
my
you
gosh.
felt like okay, this is very active. I just wanted to.
By the way, hey, Will J. James. Man, just because I'm a sensitive, all right, and energy and seeing apparitions and stuff like that. It's just I think the most that I felt. Well, the firehouse was it was cool, but the Riddle House, for some reason, the Riddle House it got me.
It was active that night.
It was like my daughter was smelling whiskey.
Yeah.
And just balls of light I was seeing, and
that was
she was seeing, and just so many cool activities. Like.
Yep.
I don't know. It was a good place.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It's fun.
But what's your favorite place there?
Well, you said it first, the firehouse. The Riddle House, I know, is just very popular because of Ghost Adventures, and it's been on the Travel Channel, and everybody knows about it. I will have to say, to me, it's not the most active out of there, but it does have its moments. Like that night was very active. So that's cool that you saw it at its prime, in other words. Not everybody gets that feel. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate we didn't get access to the attic. And I know like the staff was kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. I was looking forward to it.
And we kind of talked to them about that and get that kind of straightened out. So hopefully that doesn't happen in the future. But besides that, like, hopefully we'll get you, if you ever come back out on a private, we'll get you more access to it and stuff.
I do have to say the firehouse made me, let me put this up again, made me have to use this quote. Because I'll never forget, as soon as we walked through the door, right? Me and my daughter, and there was like a bunch of people in the dark, so we couldn't really see anybody. Literally on the right-hand side, literally we heard something like bang, like bah, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm on screen, what the F, like real loud.
That place is wild. That's my favorite one, actually. It's, unfortunately, just because there's no AC, it's kind of hard to, either way you suck it up. It's just so active. Like it's never a disappointment if you ever go to the firehouse, if you ever like investigate on one of our events and stuff like that. Just check out the firehouse. You do get rotated actually during our events, during the yesteryear. The other ones you don't, but that one's like my favorite. I don't know if you guys seen clips in the past of me with the firefighters. I have a secretive boyfriend. Tell her. I was right. I have my firefighter boyfriend on the side. So yeah, I flirt with him time to time when I go in there. And actually, he was flirting with me. I'm so sorry I was late to the live podcast because I didn't know what was going on. I was getting signal, and I'm sure it was him. I'm sure he didn't want me to go.
He probably followed you. It's like a spirit. It's like your best friend.
No, it was funny because on the Ovilus, my Ovilus was saying tease. Angie, our psychic medium from the team, was actually there with me even a little bit before when you guys were like setting up at the Riddle House. And we were seeing like shadow movement, like just right across the way, like they were flirting with us, So it's a very, for females, just flirt with them. They love ladies.
Eric said he didn't know that.
He's gonna go in there now and be like, "Who is this?" So
don't worry, I got it covered, Eric.
So yeah, ladies, check it out. Flirt with the firefighters, and they love that. You'll get some activity. I'll promise you that. So take my word for that. It's my favorite.
Yeah, we actually do have a video here that when I was interviewing you, and you were asking it some questions. Let's show video.
Oh yeah, okay.
Goosebumps, yeah. Right? Richie B, yeah, you heard it too.
Yep. That's cool.
Yep, you heard it too. Yep, that's awesome.
Here.
Man, that's awesome. Oh, there was whiskey smell earlier, so.
Yeah, your dog was picking up on it.
Yeah, he was probably drinking while.
Is this the right video?
Yeah, it is, but I think it like cut off a little bit. I don't know if it was from the beginning. Hold on.
Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, maybe.
Oh. There it is. Let me restart it. Yep.
Yeah, that's a classic.
All right, let's replay it again. See if you guys hear it in the comments. See if you guys hear yay and nay. Yep.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That's like.
I'm gonna play that again.
See if you hear that.
That was
guys.
Terry.
Hear that? Yep. You hear? Yep. It's better when you hear it there.
Exactly. I was gonna say it's kind of hard because I was trying so hard to like put it to the mic. It was like literally a class. If I had my recorder here right now, I don't have it with me actually. But if I did and I would play it here, maybe I can get like I don't know.
Let me
But
play it
it's
one more time.
But yeah, here I'll.
Let's see if I play it one more time. Yep.
Yeah, that's a classic.
You kind of hear it.
I'm gonna play that again. It was a lot louder there. See if you hear that. Yep.
You can definitely hear the yes. It's definitely saying yes, I do. Saying like they want the men out. So
it wanted all the women there,
Yes.
It wanted all those. Even Eric says, "Why are you flirting with firefighter ghosts?"
Yeah, I wanted your daughter. I mean, that's Joseph. So Joseph is the known spirit of the Riddle House. He was the one that we know was found like hung in the attic, and he flirts a lot with he doesn't like men. So
he probably didn't even like I was there. He's like, get out of there.
He doesn't like any guys, like not even like the guys on our team that go there frequently. Like he just kind of knows, gosh, these guys are here. But he loves the ladies. He'll flirt with the ladies. You can try to bring him bourbon and some whiskey and see if that would please him. But to be honest, he doesn't like men.
Just smelling that was weird. Just
you guys smelled it.
Because nobody was drinking, nobody was smoking or doing anything. We're just having fun, investigating, trying to use our gadgets and stuff. And that smell just comes. It was like somebody was like putting this to my face like this, like, hey, smell that. And it was that close. It was weird, but it was such a good experience where I left happy for some reason. It's because it was like a good feeling.
I love that though. I love that like people can walk out of there and be like, "Hey, we made their night," or whatever the case is. Like you guys had that experience, like, and that's cool. Like, I went a slow night. That's like, oh man, I wish I could have like a little bit more stuff. I'm here hyping up the place for y'all, and then like
apparently Korn was there. That's what Eric was saying right next door. Man, I'm jealous now.
We had another private last Saturday, and I didn't go to that one, but yes, a few of our members did go. I think it was Joe and Eric and Chris. Chris was there too. And we had some members training too, some new members from my understanding. But they heard like Korn, the band playing. And I'm like, that's so badass. Like, I'm sorry, am I allowed to say
that? Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I know with the KGRA we're censored, so I have to make sure. But it was really badass to hear know Korn's in the background. I'm sure like that's like during investigation, but who cares? I mean, like just to hear that.
Oh,
man.
And
but apparently it was an active night.
You were so close. Well, yeah, just think about the electricity they were using. It's just
that energy that they're probably and putting out and stuff. So I guess like I wasn't there, but the guys were saying like it was a very active night, even without the noise contamination going on in the background. But whatever, it's worth it. It's Korn. Heck.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, Eric just said watch Ghost Adventure season 1, episode 4 on the Riddle House with Zach. So you don't want to miss that. If you ever want to know what the Riddle House is about, definitely watch that episode. Hey, Henry, how's it going, buddy? That place was very active and had a lot of fun there. The one place I really wanted to go there, but I didn't get to go, was the Murder House.
Okay, yeah. To me, it's hit and miss. So far, it hasn't been like super active every time I investigate it, but I've only been there really a couple times. So, but they said last weekend it was very active. Like it was crazy active. So, to me, it's hit and miss. But yeah, just the story behind it, it's crazy. So
that's cool. Very crazy. Why don't you tell everybody? Since I know I had you on here before, but if people did not listen before, or if you have any questions from my amazing guest, please ask questions and we'll answer them. Tell a little bit about tell the people here, lovely people in the chat room, where are you from? How did you start your journey?
Sure. So I'm actually, even though I live in Naples, Florida, in South Florida, that's about like an hour and a half away from the East Coast, or where I go to investigate stuff with the team. But I'm actually originally from Wichita, Kansas. So I'm from the Midwest, So I grew up here most of my life in Florida, but I don't know if it all started to me. So my mom told me, I mean, obviously I don't remember because I wasn't even born at the time, but my mom at the time, she was about to give birth to me and they were like rushing to go to the hospital. And they said that like the car stopped like near the cemetery or something like that.
Wow.
Whether it was true or not, I don't know. That's what she was saying. And like, maybe that's why it became like all weird. I don't know, but could have started from there. But as a kid, actually it happened in Florida, but as a kid, like just growing up, like I had like experiences in my sleep. I felt like that's still to this day, I feel like that's where it's more connected to me or where I connect more with the other side. I don't know if it's because it's my most vulnerable state or that, I don't know, but that's just how I feel like I connect. And I make a joke out of it, even though he hasn't appeared lately, but Charles was like my main attachment. And growing up, I learned that he wasn't bad. Growing up, I was scared of him. I saw him a lot. And from there on, he was just kind of like, I just feel like, I don't know if he's like a spirit guide or something. I don't know. But he hasn't appeared, so it could be something I tried, like, and that's where I came into psychology. I studied it, majored in it. I only have my bachelor's, but I kind of wanted to see like what the heck is going on, like what's going on with me. Am I like out of it, like, you know? So so I majored in that, just to kind of get rational thought. That's what helps me kind of debunk things and everything, and during my investigations as well, which has been a big factor in my field and in my work and what I do. But so from there on, I just kind of pursue the journey of doing this. And I never really publicized my content and stuff until like a couple years ago, like maybe 4 years ago, or maybe like when I first started Supernatural. I've been an investigator for a while. I've just been collecting, like just hoarding like my evidence. I never put it out there. Actually, I lost footage from Alcatraz, which I regret. But again, I'm not really techie. I have the guys always do that stuff for me. Oh my God, I don't know what I'd do without these guys. Seriously, I'm so like lost when it comes to that department.
The technology they have in their vehicles, like when they pulled up, I was like, I thought it was Ghostbusters, like popping into the place. Like I thought there was gonna be proton packs. I thought there was gonna be a freaking party or something, and they pulled out coolers.
When I first joined the team, it was like I had a couple of equipment, like stuff and gadgets with me, but not a whole lot like they did. So it was just like when I first met them, I was like intimidated. I'm like, oh my God, like what is this? Like they're gonna think I'm like a nobody. And they found me through Supernatural. So it's just kind of like, I was really intimidated at first. Like same thing. I'm like, what the heck? Like, what is this? I only had like my little Sony like pack and that's it. So but I mean, hey, you got to start somewhere. And, and I did this for like over like 13 years, I would say, just kind of hoarding, collecting things. And then finally I had the guts to kind of like put my stuff out on YouTube and kind of do like a little podcast with, it's like the psychology aspect is more of the cognitive, like the cognition, the cognitive memory, like what people retain in the post-interview segments. So I try to spice it up. So season 1's basically me starting off as an investigator. You'll kind of see like my amateur side, like how I started believing things that obviously now to this day you don't see me agreeing to things like that. But you know, you kind of see like where my mindset was at. And what I thought was evidence and whatever. And I kind of talk about that later on. But season 2 is War Party, how I joined the team and I got to interview, the post-interview summit. Mike, he's my interviewer. Shout out to Mike Del Coro. Eric is the editor. So without those guys, again, I'd be freaking lost. But so he helps me interview like my guests that go on and based on their experiences and what they remember throughout the years. So I kind of wait purposely to like release these things like 2 or 3 years afterwards, or even more, just like the better, the more, because I want people to kind of lose their memory and see what they retain. And that's the purpose of the cognition or the cognitive memory out of that. Season 3 is going to be a little bit different though. So it's going to be kind of hard to tie that in, but it's going to be kind of creative in a way that'll be showing more video clips versus me talking. I think people don't want to see me talk as much. Show me the goods. Show me the goods. So
show me the goods.
I'm learning.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Show me the goods. I don't know. Did that come through?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did. Thank you. I know it's a little different. I don't like to see like the nonstop action. I know that's what the field is for. That's what you see most of the time. But it's a little different. That's what I say. It's more like a podcast, but I do show my clips in racks. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to show you guys the goods more. So and it's gonna be more creative. I try to spice it up each season and make it like unique in its way.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to spice it up all the time, but always flush. So.
Yeah, right. Whatever. I try to do the best I can. You learn. It's learning, and again, it's something I do on the side for fun. Then I want to show people like what I've got, what I captured. So that's
Hey, Danny, how's it going? Hey, Wade, what's up, buddy?
Hello.
No, that's really cool. That's I really all the stuff you're doing. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely the new adventures and stuff what you're doing with the show. That'll be really cool. And if anybody missed it, please check out her video. It's really good stuff. Maybe I might share it a little bit right before the show ends. We might pop it on there real quick.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Again, so people could see it.
And I can tell you the Biltmore, it's not a disappointment at all. It's definitely that's why I had to like revisit, because I've been there before the one episode I will show on my show coming up on October. I've been there several times before with my family and in the past with other friends, before I started kind of putting my stuff out there. So of course I didn't have cameras and stuff. I just had like a K2 when I first started at the time, So like this time I'm like, yes, I got the gear. I can capture the things now, So this is like finally, and I had this like plan, like just because of like my past experience, and like every time I go there, it's an experience. So I cannot wait for you guys to see what.
Well, let me ask you this: what is your most creepiest experience at the Biltmore?
Okay,
like creepy.
I have I wouldn't say one was creepy, but it's like the scariest. I mean, the ones that's kind of okay. There's a difference. Like one that stuck with me. That wasn't so creepy, but just stuck with you because it's when it first happened to me. Like when I first stayed the night there. I'll explain that one and like the scariest, but. So it's like between those two. Not that this one's super scary, but it can be for people that don't, they're not used to it. But I went there maybe 7 years back. I don't remember the timeline, but I was with my dad. He has like those Cuban like galas because, he came from Cuba during like the communism days and stuff like that. So they do these galas for like all the Cubans and stuff like that down at the Biltmore. And he had a gala from Peter Pan and the stuff that he was in. So whatever, I went there. Wow. Yeah, it was actually really interesting. It was
really cool.
Yeah, and like telling you, like it was just the spirits and everything alive, maybe because of the energy of the people there and all the stuff that they went through. But anyways, like it was really cool. But I was there at the time. I was younger, and I just remember like stepping in. I knew nothing about the Biltmore at the time, like nothing. And I was always been that weird kid. So my mom, I remember going in. I'm like, oh, this place is haunted. And she's like, oh, shut up. Like stop. Don't embarrass me in front of my friends. Like stop with your ghost stuff, And I didn't, talk about it. I felt it. It was like, you could feel it right away if you're used to it. And then surely enough, my dad's friends, like they're very educated. And like, she was telling me like, oh, you're into the paranormal. I'm like, yeah. And this is actually before that. I had a dream of like it being like a military hospital. Actually, before I get to that, I had a dream of it being a military hospital. I remember vividly the walls were like a pale light green. And you kind of see it a little bit in my video, but it wasn't that type of green. It was hard to explain because back then when I stayed there, it was white. And it was like this pale green. And I just remember it just being like a military hospital. Like nothing like it was like a hotel. It was just like in that era. Yeah. And I felt like I was a patient. And like there's like the nurses walking around and like you see like people like next to me. And I just remember like the nurse coming up to me. She's like, it's okay. Cause I was kind of like, not that I could move, but I was like freaking out. I was just like staring up and the lady's like, it's okay. Like if I was a patient, I'm like, you're going to be okay. But I just remember like, vividly, I was in my room, like as a patient. And then, whatever, I woke up and I just kept to myself, this place is creepy. And then like we had the gala the next Saturday. And then she kind of told me, hey, you're into the paranormal. I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, this place is haunted, right? And I looked at my mom. My mom was next to me. I'm like, oh, is it now? Is it now? She's like, well, that's what they say. I never had an experience here. And then she started telling about the history, that it was a hotel, not the, whatever. I'm going to get into like, but everybody probably knows the mobster, whatever. And then like the veteran hospital. I'm like, oh, the hospital. And then I looked at my mom because I told my mom the story, but she always like shuts me up. So that's how it all kind of started. I would say that kind of is what stuck with me. Yeah. Now, what scared me the most, and it actually happened recently, was with Eric. We got oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's like, ask Franny about it. He's like,
that one topped the cake so far till this day. Even like when I went there recently, like there's some crazy stuff, but not like that crazy. That made me like literally like your motto right there. That made me literally do that. Like almost
what this motto right here?
Yes. Maybe 5 times. I'm just joking.
I've been stuck on an elevator before, and it made me probably want to just like.
I don't like that. Like I get because my grandma's Cuban. She always imposed that fear on you. So I watched Tower of Terror. Like, don't know the elevator's gonna get.
I will not go on that ride. I will not go on that.
Still do. I get scared, but I still do. But it's like that's what I felt like. I swear to God, I felt like I was in Tower of Terror. Like we're going there. Like I was telling them the story. Like this is where it happened. Where I had my dream in this exact room right here. I was like, we had a dinner there, and then like we just like I was showing him around, like this is where it happened, and then all of a sudden we went to the elevator and we got stuck. Like it literally dropped. Like I really felt like I was going down a shaft or something. And I looked like, is this the end for us as investigators? We're curious, like this is how we're gonna go down.
Eric said the door opened on the other side, and
it did.
and
it
you
was
were
really
screaming.
weird. It opened on the second floor, and it like the freaking like housekeeper comes out screaming, and then we come out screaming because we just literally pooped our pants thinking we were gonna die. And then she was like, oh, and then we hear in Spanish, not thinking we understood her, like, oh, los son los espíritus, los fantasmas, which is the ghost. And I told her, I'm like in Spanish, like, oh, so it must be haunted, right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, because of course they can't say it's haunted. Like the staff are like, you know, like taught like not to talk anything about the paranormal. Like they really don't want it going out. Like I know, but it's like they don't want it going out. And they're like, no, it's not haunted. It's not haunted. But it's like, I heard her in Spanish, like, it's okay. Like I've been here before. Like, and then she just kind of walked off, you know?
Now, if that was me, I'd be speaking in tongues or Spanish, like coming off the elevator, I shat myself. Like, literally. And the maid would probably be like, what the hell? We need depends on this guy.
Yeah, no, but it's like we both like screamed because like we thought we got stuck or something happened, and then like the door just opened. No, it was really weird, and the door just like opened, like, you know, not on the 13th floor like everybody says. It was just like one of like the second floor, like the hallways. That's like, kind of like I can't explain if you only been there, but it was just kind of like it was really weird because I felt like we dropped, but we were really like on the second floor, and and the housekeeper was just there, and it was just the most weird. And it could be, I don't know, it could be like the elevator was old. I really cannot rationalize it. And just the fact that the housekeeper was like, oh my God, like in Spanish, like, oh, must be the ghost. And that's when I confronted her because she probably thought I didn't speak Spanish. And then she like, no. Like, she was like, you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. And she walked off and she really got scared and just kind of went away. And I was like, oh man. And that shows a lot. But of course, I want to get her in trouble. So I'm not trying
those damn investigators.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad because there's a lot of people that do go there and I feel bad. They do disrespect it, but you just have to. It's a shame because it kind of ruins it for all of us.
Well, Wade has this question. Do you find that typical spirits at a hotel is territorial and related to the location? Or do you ever have a spirit related to one of the investigators?
It depends. It can be a little bit of both. Depending on the situation, we have found encounters where most cases, the you know, spirits are attached to the location, whether it could be a family relative, you know, it could be the location itself. Maybe they're hiding some treasure. I don't know. You know, maybe there's some value there. So we do find some cases. I'm not saying that all cases are like that. It just depends, you know. But there's cases a lot that we've captured that it's, you know, tends to be that they're territorial about the location that was their home, or maybe they're hiding some value, or they're protecting something. You know, like that's their home, or in other words, or whatever. Yeah. And it could be an attachment to the person itself. Maybe it's a family member or somebody that's attached to, I don't know, so and so, and like they're just following them around. Also, there's tragic death there. Anything like that. It just all depends. It all really depends. We don't have any answers of why hauntings really occur in the paranormal. We just have theories of possibilities and of why it could be. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Since we're talking about the hospital, I kind of want to go veer off on another location here that is very special to a lot of people, especially War Party. And you is the train station in Miami. I know there's a lot of things going on with it, and trying to, if you could definitely donate to it, please do. Because they need the money so they could keep this thing going and have paranormal investigations. And why don't you give us a little bit about that?
Sure.
What's going on there, and what the history.
Of course, yeah. So there's so much history to go.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to like go off on a tantrum here with that, you know, like, or, you know, Shabio, but there's a lot of history with the Gold Coast Railroad Museum, and that's one of our actually it's one of our favorite you know, we love all the investigations that we get to investigate in the events and everything that we've raised for these locations. But Gold Coast is definitely one that's, I could say, the majority of the team's favorite of how active it is and just the history that ties in. Like when can you go to, you know, investigate a locomotive or a train? You know, like that's pretty cool. And there's one in particular is a presidential card, and like you see, like it's pretty much like the Air Force One back in the days, you know, when there wasn't any airplanes. It really was. So you had
blimps and stuff like that, wasn't it?
And then you got the blimps, things that were stored. So it was, it was definitely a military base as well. It's just so much tragedy that happened there. And then obviously each car has like its own history to it. So fortunately, you do have a segregation cart, which is to me is very sad. I don't really like to investigate it because I always get like sad in there.
Yeah.
And I don't like the history and stuff that's tied in, but whatever it is, it's educating the public of what we had to go through in the past.
Yeah.
So there is a segregation cart. There's the California Zephyr that's very popular. We are going to have an upcoming event, like Eric says here, on Saturday, October 26th. And I hope it's not going to be our last event. It's really sad because unfortunately with Florida and how developers are compared to up north, I think I said this in our last podcast session, Florida is very money hungry and developers are taking it literally over. Like hell, there was a petition about the state parks that people had to raise
They
here.
want to build hotels and stuff like that, and
we're
trying to fight it.
We have enough. Like, come on. You got freaking Orlando, you got Miami, you got Tampa, you got like we have enough. You know, we have enough on my coast, and it's like it's just sad because I feel like in the future, if we don't pay attention, like these developers are going to take over the whole. There's not going to be Florida to give. In other words,
well, like I work in construction, right? So I do leak detection. That's what I do on a daily basis, and I see these buildings come up every day where it's creating sewage issues because we don't have a big enough sewage plant. The what's it called? The wells are drying up because we're building too many houses. Everybody's moving down here to Florida, and
don't move down here. We have enough. Not to be mean, but it's true. It's like we have enough.
And they're saying that Florida's sinking because of it. One day it could be the next Atlantis. They're saying this.
I believe it.
True story that Florida could be underwater eventually. And it could be in the next 5, 10, 20 years. We don't know because they're building so much here. And they're like, build. And now they want to build on our national parks where there's bears, ecosystem, fish, turtles, Bigfoot, who knows?
It's sad.
It's and then what happens is when they knock that down, all that stuff ends up on people's yards and they end up killing it. So it's really sad what's happening right now.
Of course. And it's not just so much, it's also the historical places. So the problem is it's been happening for a while now with the historical places, but that's what's going on. They're money hungry, and Gold Coast is a potential one that developers want. From my understanding, they want to make it like a water park. And I'm like, good luck with that. There's gonna be a lot of casualty deaths, I'm sure, pissed off spirits trying to kill off some kids. I hate to say it, but it's so true. It's like, think about all the Disney water parks of like all the tragedies and things that happen.
You know the Shell Factory, right? Shell Factory.
Yeah.
That's closing down.
That's a classic. I mean, whatever.
That's literally right down the street from me. Literally.
That's a touristic thing to do when you go to Lake.
It's haunted there too. Very haunted.
You know, I heard about that. I never really got into it, but I've heard about that in Bonita. Right in Bonita. The Shell Factory, is that in Fort Myers?
It's in Fort Myers off of 41.
There's one in Bonita. Maybe I'm getting confused. There's another like shelf store. But anyways.
I think you're talking about the flea market there. I know in Bonita
There's one on Bonita Beach Road. I'm going to tell you when I drive by there next time, but maybe I'm confused, but there is the one in Fort Myers. That's where I'm getting confused. But either way, everybody knows about the freaking Shell Factory. Okay. Like, even though I forgot.
It's a classic.
And it's just whatever. That's an example, but the Gold Coast is just one, just to get on point. And you can go in different directions with these developers, but they're taking over, and that's what's happening. And I hope not. So we're trying to bring awareness to Gold Coast. Please, even if you don't want to like attend our events, that's fine. You don't have to, but just go ahead. They are accepting private investigations. Call them up. Go visit the Gold Coast. I think it's Gold Coast Railroadmuseum.com. Yep. Visit them directly. Get the GoFundMe if you want to go donate, even if it's like $25. Like, please do so. Just something. Bring the awareness. There's a lot of awareness now be spraying around with social media, influencers that travel, like those travel influencers that post about whatever to do in the city. So they're spreading awareness. I'm trying to get, oh my God, it's Wix on this, and he's been reposting some of my stories. I'm trying to get him to do like an actual, like clip, like he does. He's hilarious. Love him. Shout out to Wix. If you're here to be Wix, you go freaking do it. I'm going to bother. I've been bothering him, so he knows.
And I'm going to share on my Facebook page too that if you want to donate anything, $5 or $10, I mean, even $1, anything will help because we want to save this place. It's a gem, and all these places are going away in Florida, and soon we'll have nothing, and we don't need that here. So,
and the staff too, like they've been so incredible to like our team.
I think one of the guys was there at the Riddle House. I think.
Yeah, you met him. That's right.
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, he was such a cool dude.
Too. Yeah, and like all of them, like they're all, oh my God, the staff and the volunteers are like, they've always, like, every time like they hear we're coming, they always get excited. So like, oh, war party's gonna be there. Yeah. And other investigators that go check it out too. Like it's just, they're so welcoming, and like the place just doesn't. There's so, I can go again off on this place, but please save it. It would be a shame. And I'm telling you, it would be a shame if this place goes away. I would be sad. And I feel like that may be our last investigation. Hopefully not as a public event. But again, if investigators, if you're hearing this, I promise you it's a place that doesn't disappoint you. You don't have to go to our events. They do privates. Contact Donovan. Check out the Gold Coast. Railroad Museum. They'll give you information how much privates are. Come down. I know Florida's a little expensive, but come down. It's so worth it, especially during this time with the weather up north. I'm sure it's crappy right now. Please support. They need enough money. Even like these privates will help them out. So please, whatever you do, please spread the word, support, investigate it, do whatever you can. Just please save it.
Have fun.
Yeah, thank you. I know I'm trying. I'm hustling, but you do the best you can. But that's how it is. I mean, I know there's a big, strong, possibility we're not going to, and I hate to say that, but I'm not going to give up. And I think that's what it is. If we spread the word, social media, again, all of you guys spread the word. Like there's reposts of the plays. Go to Gold Coast. If you don't like me, that's fine, but go support the place. Go investigate, support the place, please. Like I'm telling you, it's so worth it. So worth it, and the people are amazing. Please.
Before I ask you this question, Eric said the Gold Coast Railroad Museum has a museum for teens to investigate on November 9th for $75 per person from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if you're local or out of state, please come visit it. Go do a good cause, man. We want to try to save this place if we can.
And if that means that's just November 9th, that means spots are already starting to fill up. So that's great. That means that the news is getting out there. And I'm telling you, please do so. Like continue to do so. I'm sure there's many openings next year, but that's awesome if we already have like just November 9th. That's good.
Yeah, you can't beat that, Eric. Yeah, true. Let me ask this last question before we get in some horror trivia. Have some fun with that. What is your opinion with all the inspiration of religious beliefs, one soul to learning during a lifetime, the paranormal experiences we all learn in our life experiences? Why do you think they would choose to stay at a location that may bring them sorry by saying there? What are your thoughts?
Oh, that's tricky. The inspirational beliefs that I have, I mean, it's tough because we don't really know at the end of the day what religion is true, what religion, like we all, and the thing is with history, what's taught us is that religion caused so much wars and things like that. So I'm always sensitive on that topic. I more consider myself, even though I was born as a Catholic and stuff like that, I can't tell you I'm Catholic because I don't practice the religion. And I respect all Catholics because, again, my family is hardcore Catholics. Just some things that I don't agree to that have been discovered recently, as people know. But again, I'm not bashing on Catholics. It's just a personal belief. I more consider myself as a spiritualist, just even dabbling in the field and just doing what I do. I know spirituality is getting out there as well, but I do respect everybody's belief. I know that I have family members that are Christians, they're Catholics. If you're Buddhist, good for you. Like it's just, we got to respect each other's beliefs. We have to coexist at the end of the day. That's what makes us all different. And we're all the same in our way, in our human biological factors, even though we don't, whatever, politically, religiously, ideologically, we don't believe in all those stuff maybe, but we're all the same. So I always try to respect that. I don't have an answer of that type of religious ideology. I just know that there is a good and there's a bad for what I do, whether if it's, the gods, the angels, the spirits, or if it's hell. But I do believe that I want to believe that there's a God. And I do want to believe that there's obviously bad too, because I've experienced the bad in my work as well. So yeah, I with people staying, again, I don't know what causes a haunting. We don't have, as investigators, we don't have the answers to that. We don't know. We just have theories. We assume like maybe it could be from traumatic experiences, maybe a residual haunting. They don't know that, that they've left the place and they're repeating the same tragedy, or they're tied to something, or the house value. Maybe that's their heaven. We really don't know exactly. We just know that it does happen, that they're there, So that's something I think as investigators we're trying to, always try to find out, but we just don't have the exact answers to it. And I don't know how that ties in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So in that note, hold on, let me cue if it's gonna play. All right, let's play some monster trivia.
Whew, nervous. Let's do it.
I had to do that voice change thing. It's pretty cool. Get to have some fun there. Oh wait, what did Eric say? Eric said one thing: we are a war party is we are very diverse. Wiccan, Christian, Jew. Yep.
100%. We have so many team members are so diverse, and we're here for a common goal. We're here to investigate. We're here to solve answers for the ones that need them, like the ones that need help. Our residentials are so meaningful to us, and we keep that very private. We don't expose any residential information. I think that's what you should do as an investigator. We're very diverse. We respect everybody and our political ideologies as well. Everybody has their, we keep it to ourselves. I hate when social media, when people are publicizing politics, it's like, oh my God, keep it to yourself. Go vote, go vote, go vote. We fight each other. The more we fight each other, and we're divisive, the more that other countries are going to come attack us. We need to stop it. Go vote, keep it to yourself and go vote. Obviously it's a hot topic, but it's like, we have to respect that. So again, that's why I love my team, because we're so all diverse, and we have all these different ideologies, whether it's religion or, politics, whatever. But yeah, that's what I love about my team. And we all respect each other. We're here for a common goal to help people out and to solve things that, others, are experiencing, in other words, and not even for the living, the dead as well. So yeah,
that's awesome. All right, let's get into some trivia here. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm going to bring the question.
I do suck at trivia. I love horror films. So let's do it.
I'm going to bring the trivia. Okay. Question number 1.
Okay.
Who directed the 1973 horror film The Exorcist? A. Robin Williams. B. Michael Jordan. Or C. William Friedkin.
Was it C?
Yep.
Like, it's not Michael Jordan. Get the hell out.
It's Michael. Wait, hold on. You got that one.
I'm telling you, I'm freaking nervous. I'm glad I got that one.
Are you ready for question number 2?
Let's do it.
All right. What is the name of the possessed girl in The Exorcist?
Oh, come on. Fuck. I forgot her. This is not the time.
Was it Bart Simpson, A, or B, Regan McNeil?
B?
Yep.
Okay. I'm glad you're doing these ABCs, because to be honest, in the top of my head, if it sounds familiar, I'm going to go with it. Well, some of them I may know. I'll tell you right now. I'll be honest. You'll see by my reactions. You'll see by I don't fly my facial reactions. You'll see. I can't lie.
That's funny.
Let's do it.
All right. Third question. Oh, okay, let's see. This might be a little bit. Okay, let's do this one. What 1980 horror film is based on a Stephen King novel and directed by Stanley Kubrick?
Oh yeah. All right, go. I have this one.
Oh, you do?
No, don't go.
Is it A, Halloween? B, is it Friday the 13th? Or C, The Shining?
C.
Yep.
I'm confident. I know that one. Yes.
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. We're gonna. There we go. We got applause there.
Thank you. That was the only one I felt really confident about. I have to be honest. Thank you. I've seen all these films, by the way, but if you're going to get to that extent, then yeah, sometimes I'm not.
Okay. Which horror film features a killer named Freddy Krueger?
A killer what? Sorry.
Which horror movie featured a killer named Freddy Krueger? Which horror film?
Oh, okay.
Is it A? Oh, wait. I'm trying to think of a... See, I have to make up the other things that I'm like thinking.
Did you give me the answer or something?
Yeah, I'm just going to give it. It's A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, I figured. I mean, I was going to say I was waiting for it, but yeah, I was confident. I was going to be confident about that one, but I didn't know if you screwed it up with the answer.
All right, this one's not a question. This is not ABC, but who directed the 1960 horror film Psycho?
Oh, freak! Oh,
you
no,
should
I know this.
One.
No, I do, but my head. No,
isn't he an author too?
Yes. Damn it! What's his name? Hitchcock.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm telling my brain right now I can't function. Yes, Hitchcock. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alfred,
right?
Yeah.
His first name. Oh my god.
Okay, here's another one. This is a very easy one. Ooh. What is the name of the infamous motel in Psycho?
Oh yeah. No, but go. I like when you give me the ABCs. I feel like I'm waiting for it.
A.
Yeah.
Motel 6. B. The Riddle House. Or C. Bates Motel.
B. No, I'm kidding. C. C. Yeah.
Awesome.
You're like wrong. Just joking. Yeah. C.
All right, let's see. Let's do one more.
I'm doing good at this, you know.
You're doing really good.
Honestly, if you didn't give me the ABCs, I probably wouldn't be as good. I'm getting cocky now. Watch me screw up on the last one.
Oh shoot! Eric says hello, Franny. Got me a Freddy Krueger.
I did. Detector. You know, my favorite horror like villain would be Michael Myers. Not to be like your basic, but for real, I love that Michael Myers. Even that tune is always a classic. But for some reason, at the Ghost Hunter store, I don't know why I fell in love more with Freddy Krueger's version. Not that the Michael Myers wasn't as creepy.
Yeah.
I just think that 1, 2 in the middle of the night, like when you're like trying to investigate, I don't know, it just felt like it was more like, wow, like really. So I and then the way the face on the motion detector that box, it's cool.
All right, let's all right, here's another one. What is the name of the camp in the 1980 film Friday the 13th?
Give me the A's and C's.
A's and C's. All right. A. Camp Dude. B. Crystal Lake. Or C. I don't want to go home lake.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that way. I just like when you give me the options because it just makes me feel like I'm smart.
Do you want to do another one?
Might as well. I feel like I'm like killing it. I'm killing it.
All right,
I feel like you're making this easy though.
Okay. What is the name of the demon in the 2013 film? What is the name? Oh, The Conjuring. Oh, sorry. What's the name of the demon in the 2013?
I'm like, which one? Freaking all these many demons, you know, I can't keep up.
A. Alzaba, B. Bathsheba, or C. Your mama. I had to say that too much.
I honestly forgot about this one. Is that the first Conjuring? I just can't keep up with the Conjuring movies anymore.
The 2013 one. I don't know which one that is.
Because I've seen like the first or the second. Honestly, I can't keep up with. Sometimes they do all these freaking remakes and stuff.
Yeah.
What was the first two? It's definitely not C. What was the?
I forgot what it was because I made it up.
I want to say A. I'm just gonna go with A. I don't know.
Yeah, Bathsheba.
Was it good? Okay, that's what I figured.
It was Bathsheba. Yeah, it was B, Stacy. Sorry.
Oh, it was B? Oh shit. Okay, I got one wrong. Whatever. Everyone's like, no, B, you're wrong, girl. All right, sorry.
This is what is? Oh, okay. This is an easy one. All right, it's an easy one. What is the name of the villain in the Child's Play film series? A. Mike. 2. Fred. Or C. Chucky.
C. Robert the Doll. C.
Yep.
That's the real OG, Chucky.
Oh, that's the real OG. I won't even.
The real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong.
Robert. Just joking.
Since what does it say here? I was even making coffee and that's funny. Okay, let's do. What time is it? We got a couple of minutes left. What is the masked killer in the Scream film series? A. Ghostface. B. Michael Myers is.
Yo, Mikey's popular.
Yeah. Or C.
That's my boy.
Freddy Krueger.
A.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that continues in our games today.
I got one wrong. I'm so proud. I really thought I was going to screw up because I watch these films, but you forget what time. And then, like, some things you know, but it's like, whatever. I did a trivia. I think I told you. It was not with horror films back then. I just knew trivia for people in the class when I thought I was good at it. Because I'm like, oh, I know this film. Are you kidding me? I just watched this film like 5 times. And it was like, I think it was Now and Then. I don't know if anybody's seen that film. I know I'm like freaking old, but Now and Then is such a classic. It's like a girl movie, whatever. But it's such a classic. And to me, I think there was a trivia on that, like some bar at, where I'm at the pub. And, they do those stupid trivia nights. And like, I was like, yeah, I'm going to this stuff. And like, I was so confident. Because I'm like, this is my childhood movie. Like, I love Now and Then, Christina Ricci was there because I freaking love Christina Ricci, like all those actors.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And I kind of like not the same thing. Like, who's the director? Who's the like? I'm like, I don't freaking know. I just know like maybe the actors are in it. Sorry, but whatever. I think that's most people. But some people, some people are like really knowledgeable, and I get it. Like there's like kudos to like the directors, the producers, like the screenwriters. Like obviously they're the ones that really put more of the work into it. But yeah, I mean, you just don't know.
That's awesome. Well, why don't we play your video one last time?
Thank you.
The video that she's going to be in, her new series.
Thank you. And also I want to say thank you again to the guys, Mike and Eric, for helping me out with this and throughout the seasons as well. There's going to be some celebrity guests also coming on to this series as kind of what it was like, not going to give out who, some guest appearances as well. So it's going to be a mix. I know season one again was like me and all that stuff. But anyways, I'm going to let you do it, and it's coming out October 29th.
And after that, we'll kind of close it out and then have some fun. Yeah. Check this video out real quick, and then we'll be right back. Heck yeah!
Thank you.
That's a close right there. Let's go.
I thank you. Now I want to give a big shout out to Modern Mimes, Ernesto. Definitely, he's the one that did the soundtrack to Supernatural Eye and also to like my main theme song and all my trailer songs. So give him a shout out. Modern Mimes, check out their band. They're amazing. So I want to give them a big shout out because they made that music and it's So thank you guys.
Mike, Eric, also, I will message you either tonight or tomorrow. And we'll, I definitely want to go to the train station in there.
Yes, please come out because
go live there on my show.
I hope it's not our last one, but please, I
don't want to miss it because that looks like it'd be a great place, and I definitely want to check it out. If hopefully not, pray and everything works out. But why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, Facebook and all that cool stuff.
Yes, thank you. For sure, you can find me. YouTube, you'll see my Supernatural Eye season 3 episode 1 come out. So you can find me on Supernatural Eye on YouTube. Go ahead and follow and like and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated, y'all. And also you can find me on Instagram. So that would be supernatural_eye. So you can follow me on there. I haven't really got into TikTok and all that stuff yet. It's just kind of overwhelming right now. I may in the future. I don't know yet. Facebook, you can try to find me on Facebook. I don't use it as much, just as more connecting with, my team members and stuff like that. Find me on Facebook. I'm not super active like on that, but for sure. I use a lot of Instagram and YouTube. So check us out. And then also check out War Party Paranormal, anything on them, on their content as well. Haunted Files, on a couple of those episodes. And we got season 3 coming up. They also have the Holoflix, Paraflix. Make sure to subscribe to them and their content. They got something coming up on October 31st, Lake of Death. So they're going to preview that again. And then we're going to get ready for season 3. So I'm not going to give too much of that, but that's the guys' project. And I'm just honored to be on it sometimes. So and we got some Paracons coming up, actually. So Haunted Files, they'll be up in, Rock Island, Illinois. So go check them out. I'm going to be there too, helping the guys out. Yeah, hello. Hey, Brandy. So we're going to be there. I believe it's, October 3rd or something like that. Anyways, we're going to be up there during that weekend. And then the following weekend, we're going to be at Tifton, Georgia. So we're going to be with Cross the Line Paranormal. We're going to be with Josh Burris as well. Some Beacon content creators. Southern Heat Paranormal.
I'll be on my show soon.
Yes. So check us out too. We're going to be at the Tifton Theater, and that will be the following weekend. So we'll be in Georgia. So come check us out. I mean, that's where you can find your girl at.
Awesome. Well, on that note, what an amazing show. That was a really good show. It's volume 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part 2.
Part 2, even, man, it just keeps going. The bar keeps going up.
Thank you, because I really don't think I'm that cool, so thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show and telling everybody about what you do and your endeavors and stuff like that. And a lot of good stuff is going to happen there. And before we leave, don't forget to flush. So we're working the animal. So definitely stay after here. We'll talk a little bit and
check this guy's podcast.
No,
subscribe to him. Check him because I'm on it, but for real. This guy's great. Check him out.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Definitely follow Francesca Garcia.
Thank you.
Go say hey. So on that note, peace out, guys, and I'll see you next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes. So, see you soon, Josh.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
We are not alone in this world. We are being watched. Join me on Animal Paranormal Live.
Hey, this is the ghost host Sophia Temporelli, and you are watching the Animal Podcast Show.